Hello my dear students. So today's content of the video is trust and reliability in engineering. So these two essence are really important in the workplace because you have to build a good trust to maintain a good relationship at the workplace with your colleagues and also your superiors, because only when your boss is able to trust on you and reliable on you, then only he will hand over important projects to you and you will get a career advancement at the organization. So this trust and reliability is explained in the few contexts. So talking about first is the honesty. Honesty is actually, we know that it is a part of professionals such as engineers and doctors, scientists, managers, etc., that go a long way in saving and serving the mankind. And if we consider engineering profession, for example, to be like a building, honesty is its foundation. So without honesty, the value of engineering service would be diluted. And honesty is classified and has got two main aspects. One is truthfulness and another one is trustworthiness. Now what is this truthfulness? Truthfulness is being true, genuine, honest, or expressing the truth, and this is really required and is needed in everyday life. And it is much more in engineering practice. If an engineer is not true to his profession, then he is lying, deceiving, or withholding the information. He is doing great disservice to his organization, society, and to himself. There are several ways of actually misusing the truth. That is, engineer may also misuse the truth in many different ways. So under that, the first one is lying. Lying, as we know, it's a statement that is believed to be false or seriously misleading, made with the intention to deceive. So if a person is giving, so a lie involves something that is believed to be false or misleading, and it is uttered in words, and a lie is made with intention to deceive. So all these elements gives a basic definition of a lie. Then next one is deception. The act of deceiving is deception. If a person talks about a subject even if he did not know much about it, he is deceiving. If a person has one thing in his mind and talks totally opposite things, he is deceiving again. If it and There are many cases. If a salesperson is giving you a false information about the product and making you to convincing you to buy that product, then he is again deceiving you. Then the next one is whistleblowing. So blowing the whistle, the highest ethical obligation of engineer is to protect the health and safety of public. This may require engineers to disclose such information which would help avoid the disasters, even if it means by passing the top management. This is known as a whistleblowing or blowing the whistle, which means that one blows a whistle when there is a fall and everybody comes to know about it. Then the next one is failure to seek truth. People may not be lying, nor may be withholding the truth, but if they do not make an effort to know what is the truth, and if they try to work with limited knowledge, it is incomplete honesty. An honest engineer is one who is committed to finding the truth, not simply avoiding dishonesty. That is why honesty is the positive sense will what make an engineer highly respected. Then the next one is allowing one's judgment to be influenced by others. That is, if an engineer does not mind poor quality work just because it was executed by his friend, he is allowing his judgment to be corrupted by external factors. An important part of any professional service is professional judgment. So allowing this to be corrupted or unduly influenced by extraneous considerations can lead to another type of misusing the truth. So you're totally allowing one's judgment to be influenced by the external and the other factors. So these are the different ways where you are actually misusing the truth. Next comes the trustworthiness. So we know trust is confidence, reliance, or belief in a person or a thing. Trust plays a major role in human relationships in the world, and trust is must in personal life, professional life, social life, and in every sphere of activity. Despite all the rules and regulation, laws, and statutes present, the world would not run without rest. So trustworthy when they give consistent service over many years. Trustworthiness is the company's ability to meet the responsibilities of the trust reposed in it. If you want to buy a product, you better buy it from a trustworthy company, because you may not be able to replace a faulty one forever. So, on the personal front, it may take years to gain somebody's trust, but it may take a moment to shatter it. To be deceived by a person you trusted the most would be the most painful. To be trustworthy is a high virtue of any person. When people are trustworthy, they add an aura to their personalities. Next is reliability. Now, firstly, what is reliability? Reliability is being explained with a few contexts. It is said that reliability generally implies confidence, trust, and dependability. Reliability again is a human virtue built over a period of time. If an person has to be reliable, he should have built that confidence and trust over the years. Similarly, if an engineer has to prove that he is reliable, he should have built a track record of hard work, sincerity, delivery, and transparency. Engineers take years, but companies take decades to build such an image. But when they achieve the tag of being reliable, they actually get the benefits for a long time. So, these are the main concepts of trust and reliabilities in engineering, and that's it for today. Thank you.